Hey everyone, this is our second class for our sixth chakra, our third eye chakra or our Ajna chakra. This is located in the center of the forehead and it is responsible for how we see the world, not physically, but more so in an internal way. You might have heard yoga teachers, or I don't know if you engage with psychology, we tend to have lenses which shape the way that we see the world externally. And these lenses come from how we've grown up, our conditioning, from our family, from society, from experiences that we've had. Two people will look at or experience the same thing, but they will see it differently. So the third eye is all about that vision, and the element of this chakra is light. It's illuminating our reality. So today we're going to be practicing some of that. We're going to try and illuminate our inner world, how we see the world through meditation. We're going to be spending most of our class sitting down and looking inwards. We are going to spend the beginning of the class doing a little bit of movement, especially around the third eye stimulation, child's pose, some inversions. So that's what you can expect from our practice today. Let's get started in a child's pose. And if you did have a block or a bolster, a pillow, or even a chair nearby to sit for our meditation at the end, then I would recommend bringing that in. In this child's pose, bring the forehead down to the ground, and if the forehead doesn't quite touch, then maybe bring a block underneath. And then let's slide the hands by the sides of the body, let the shoulder blades widen, get really soft, get really heavy. And you can stay more still, or you could rock the forehead side to side on the mat, bringing in some gentle pressure, some touch into this part of the body where the chakra is located. And then find some stillness. Slow the breath down. Take a breath in through the nose. And a breath out through the nose. A couple more breaths like this. Starting to bring in the qualities of being open to looking, to seeing. And you might have heard kind of the metaphor of the mirror being fogged. Okay, if you're having a hot shower, the steam fogs up the mirror. And through practices like yoga, through meditation, we can start to unfog this mirror. We can start to remove the lens that may distort the reality of what's happening around us. And when we can do that, it means that we can see things as they actually are, and we can act from those places. What's cool about this chakra is that when we are balanced and quite strong within it, it means that we can really take control of our actions. We can see the way, and they're not just happening because it's reactive, it's instinctual. It's happening because we're choosing to make it happen. Let's walk our hands forward and then shuffle them over to the right side bent. You might keep your hands wide, or you could stack your left hand on top of the right. feeling some length through the left side body. Shuffle over to the other side, walk the hands over to the left. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. Walk your hands back through center. Plant into the hands, rock yourself up, and then tuck onto your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Relax the head. Maybe you shake the head no, not a yes. You can take a little bounce of the chest up and down. Maybe there's a pedaling of the feet, dropping one heel down, dropping the other head down, heel down. Just noticing how this feels for your body today. Are there any particular places that your mind is being drawn to? Maybe they feel a little tighter. Let's find some stillness. Really sink the heels towards the mat. Press through your hands. Draw your heart back towards your thighs. Press through the fingertips, through the inside of the palm, the outside of the palm. Lift your heels off so you come to your tippy toes. And then walk your feet forward. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Bend your knees even more so that your belly can get onto the thighs if possible. You might like to hug the hands behind the back of the knees, the calves. If your neck is feeling quite tight today, it might feel nice to interlace your fingertips and bring the palms behind the back of the head. Pulling the elbows towards your shins. Halfway lift, hands walk to the shins. Inhale. As you exhale, fold forward. Take 2 breaths to roll through standing. And once you get to the top, engage your glutes, lift your arms above your head, Urdhva Hastasana, upward hands pose. Ooh, feeling all that blood rush back down into the rest of the body. Exhale, bring the hands through heart center. And then hands by the sides, Tadasana. Always connecting back to our roots. The other chakras, the other 5 chakras that we've worked through in these series, they're still present, they're still there. And what's cool about our Ajna chakra is that we can really see them, we can perceive them and start to notice the blockages, imbalances, and we can bring attention to that. Lift your arms above the head, breathe in. Breathe out, bend your knees, fold forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Breathe out, hands come down, step back into your plank position. Shift forward on your breath and come high onto your toes. As you exhale, Chaturanga, bend your elbows, come down onto your belly. Untuck your toes, Cobra, Bhujangasana, engage your back body as you breathe in, open the chest. As you exhale, lower your chest, push up onto your knees, tuck your toes, lift the hips up and back. Take 2 more breaths here. Inversions, head is below the heart, helping us to see things from a different perspective. Let's try that sequence one more time. Lift the heels, tiptoe your feet towards the top of the mat. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hold it down. Roll up through standing, inhale. Exhale, hands through heart center, and then hands by the side. Lift the arms above the head. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Hands down, step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Cobra, breathe in. Breathe out, lower down this time. Come back into your child's pose, hips to heels. Forehead down. Roll yourself up. Cross your ankles over. We're going to come into our seat for our meditation. So if there's anything else you wanted to sit up onto, a chair, please feel free to find that. Otherwise, maybe there's a block nearby just to help elevate the hips and take some pressure off the ankles, the knees. You might have a foot crossed in front of the other, or you could bring it on top of the shin like me. I know I find this more comfortable. Find your tall spine. Breathe in. Breathe out. Drop the shoulders down. If it helps before this meditation, you might like to bring kind of fingers up to the center of the forehead. Being willing to look inwards. Feeling willing to be open. And then bring your hand back down onto your lap. And as we sit in meditation, just notice the different thoughts, the different sensations that arise in the body, the different words that murmur within our mind, the different memories and the images that pop up. And when we sit in stillness for long enough, over time, perceptions that we have long held about ourselves, about the world, start to dissolve, generally, if they're untrue. I'm going to sit here for another 5 to 10 minutes in quiet. I'll let you know when it's time to transition out. Let's start to take a deeper breath. Notice if any tension has arisen in the body. See if you can soften this tension. Maybe around the eyebrows, around the forehead. Maybe around our jaw, our lips, shoulders, arms. Let's lift the shoulders up to the ears on the breath in. As you exhale, letting the shoulders drop back down. And tuning into how that period of stillness felt for you. Did it feel easy? Uncomfortable? Anything in between? Thoughtful? Thoughtless? There's no right or wrong. Just a willingness to see, to look. Let's lift our arms above the head. Take a big stretch. Breathe in. As you exhale, press the palms together. Bring the thumbs to the center of the forehead, to the third eye. Setting gratitude to this part of our body, to this energy center. Thanking it for being there, for being an important part of our journey of consciousness, of awareness. Seeing ourselves as we are, seeing the world as it is, and trying to meet it in between. When you're ready, just opening your eyes. Thank you so much, my friends. I really hope you enjoyed today's practice. And next week is going to be our last week for the chakra series, where we go over our crown chakra. Look forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much.